All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Hustle Podcast. My name is John. I'm your host, and we got my co-host,
Gabriel Arambula.
And
I don't know why I'm pointing at you, but that's me.
Point at you, point at me, point at you. Yeah, we need like a third co-host. However, if you guys are new here, what we talk about?
Am I not good enough for you? That you need someone else?
Here, validation,
approval.
I
got
receive,
it.
accepted.
I'll take it.
All right, we good.
Okay, I'm good.
All right, we good. All right, cool.
We good. Let's go.
If you guys are new here, what we talk about on this podcast is everything relating to business, mindset, how we can add value to you guys. And also we share our collective 25 years of entrepreneurial experience and our mistakes. That way you know what to avoid and you can expedite your process and your journey to success. Okay? And
John's mistakes are like getting the wrong type of sugar for a recipe.
He
was trying to cook or something. That's like
it
doesn't really make that big of mistakes.
You use refined sugar.
No, I make big mistakes.
And
what are we talking
small
about anyways?
Ones.
And small ones too.
We're talking about a couple of things today. A couple of things, doing the boring work.
Why does it gotta be boring
work? Because you're right. The boring work is subjective, right? It's all from like perspective, how you view it.
True.
It's essentially the mundane, like doing the same things.
I hate that stuff.
The same things over and over and over again.
Who likes admin? Not me.
Like doing for a consistent amount of time, long term. But that is you building your foundation, right? You're literally taking step by step, and that's going to lead you to the result, right? It's like the process. You want to focus on the process.
Yes, you do. But like the routine, mundane stuff, I hate it, man.
What are some examples of the mundane stuff
I hate
that you've seen?
I hate admin work.
Yeah.
I hate basic admin work, like computer work. I like interacting. I feel like ADD sometimes. I like to be like interacting with people, problem solving, like putting out fires, like managing people. I like that. I just want a little piece of everyone's world. Yeah. I don't want to be trapped in my own world.
It's fun too. It's fun when you're doing different things. That also ties in with like focus as well, right? If you want to get like really far, then you have to focus and dial in on like one thing, as in like one business, right? One business, for example. And then what you mentioned about like putting out fires, solving problems, and helping everyone out.
It's just a different skill set.
Yeah, then that's within the business too.
But it still doesn't mean that, that John was throwing shade on me right now. But
I was throwing shade. That's why I said within the business.
So it's like everyone has like a different.
You mean these like
skill set? Everyone has like a different skill set and thing that they're good at or thing that they like doing.
Yeah.
I just like happen to like putting out fires and managing people and dealing with people's problems and stuff.
I do.
Does that mean I'm codependent?
I actually do throw a lot of shit at Gabe.
No, you don't.
Especially during these therapy sessions.
Yeah. And I normally say that you make all the mistakes, but today I admitted that I make the big mistakes and you make little mistakes.
You know what that
like
means?
Getting the wrong sugar. So that means the therapy sessions are working. Little do you guys know, this isn't even a podcast.
It's a therapy session for
these
Gabe.
Aren't even being aired. right, like the Truman Show or something. These aren't even being aired, guys.
These are just
just to record.
I'm not even recording as well.
Just for reciprocity.
Reciprocity, yeah.
Yeah, that's all. That's all we're doing this for. No, but going back to the topic at hand, like doing the routine, mundane stuff is so critical, and it doesn't have to be boring. But like some of those items, for me, I just lump all the stuff I don't like into like admin. But the great thing is, in the business of sales, only 20% of your time should be spent on administrative tasks. 80% of your time should be spent like in your business. 20% of your time on your business. Shout out to Norm Sinai, Bay Area realtor, mentor of mine. That's one of the things he taught me, and he taught me the real estate game. And one of the things that he would say that 80% of your time should be spent in your business, meaning you're working on a transaction or you're working on getting the next transaction.
Mm.
And 20% of your time should be spent on admin, right? All the stuff I don't like. So it actually works favorable for me, but it's still an area of opportunity that I could perfect on, that I am working on. But 20% of your time on admin, 80% of your time on the phones, knocking on doors, like getting deals, sending marketing out, working on marketing, making contacts. And I would even say, like, I mean, yeah, I guess you could lump marketing in there, but ultimately it's like talking to people. In the business of sales, it's all about talking to people. So, if you're a business owner, there's sales tied into whatever you're doing, even if you're manufacturing widgets. And I just moved that chair dramatically, so hopefully I'm back to where I was. But don't touch my chair, please. That's my chair. So, like, there's sales in everything. And so rest assured, all that, like the mundane, that boring stuff, it really should only take 20%. The problem is, and I fall victim of this, problem is some people hate it so much, like me. I hate it so much that I get sidetracked because I don't focus on it when it's in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
I have this shiny ball syndrome. I'm like, oh, look at that right there. Oh, what about this? Oh, look at this. Oh, right there. Oh, hey, John. Hi.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let me go back to the task. And I'm bouncing all over the place.
That's why structure is key too.
Yeah.
Like, structure is key.
It is.
Like,
it is key.
For you, Gabe, like, you're good at fucking grinding, working hard, like being everywhere at once. And you could also make that efficient as well.
Or I could just get an assistant.
Yeah, that's true. Right? It's like we always talk about whenever we plan our day,
Hiring for an assistant.
We talk about what are the biggest needle driving tasks that we can do.
And just to define, a needle driving task is like, what can you do today that is going to get you closer to your next commission check, to that next dollar?
Biggest revenue driver.
Yes, revenue driver. Yeah. That's your highest and best use of time.
Yeah.
As a business owner, as a salesperson, like, you need to be hitting on the phones. And what I was gonna say is, those mundane tasks get us sidetracked, and we end up wasting so much time. And now instead of 20%, it's like 40%, 50%, because we're just bullshitting with one another. I'm not saying us. I'm saying generally speaking. You're talking, then you're checking your phone, and then you're playing with emails. Like, oh, I got an email. Yeah, so what? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
that's great. Like, focus on the task at hand. Don't get sidetracked. And one of the things that I love about us working together is that you help me stay focused, hold me accountable to, like, goals and stuff, and having that accountability and that partnership is key, because it's one thing to have a business partnership, but if you're dragging each other down, it's no good. But if there's that balance, right?
Lift each other up.
Exactly. Right. So John is really good at pushing me, holding me accountable, and calling me on my bullshit.
I call Gabe out on his bullshit all the time,
and it's easier for him to do because he doesn't have the responsibility of having 5 kids and managing a household and stuff. So I just take it, and I just take it, and it helps, and it's good. That wasn't funny. That didn't have the effect or the bingo. That's what I was.
I was holding it in. I was seeing how long I could hold it for. I just see how you respond.
I was waiting. I just kept going, and I needed to say something because it was the elephant in the room. Because I'm not a mean person. I have a heart of gold with a black core.
It's a Tuesday, guys.
It's a Tuesday. I'm tired. You wouldn't believe how much sleep I didn't get.
I feel great today.
I feel good. I feel great.
As far as a balance, I feel great. I feel fantastic. It's the accountability.
It is. But those mundane tasks, like, just write them down. And so, like, that's what we'll do. Like, we'll create a schedule. a basic outline. And it's so funny because I'll be working and I'll glance on my schedule every like boom. I'll just glance at my schedule and just to make sure I'm on track. So like we'll wrap this podcast up. I'll go to my desk, get my computer open, look at my schedule, see, okay, cool. Calling at this time. I got this time blocked to kind of prioritize, and I already got an inbox full of items, essentially like 2 submissions in there waiting.
Let's
Booyah.
go.
And then you got a broker package that you need to get wrapped up to, be your first broker package this week. I mean, dude, we're grinding, but there's a portion of that's the mundane stuff. Like, say for example, like something that I'm not too excited about, but it is a huge needle driver. Do you want to hear what it is? It's going into my email and getting these submissions together.
Oh yeah.
Like organizing them.
Sure.
I'm helping a new broker out. They're new to our system, so they got 1 submission in. They sent me 2 more. It's 3. So I want to really nurture this relationship and go that extra mile. And that's just kind of like my modus operandi and everything I do. I want to go the extra mile. But anyways, I digress. But I'm not looking forward to going to the emails, getting the files together, organize everything. Like, I hate that stuff, bro. I procrastinate on that stuff so bad. And that's at 20% of admin. That if I just freaking Norm Sinai would drop bombs, he would say, "Swallow the frog." Just swallow the frog, Gabe. Do that thing that you don't want to do. Just do it. Yeah. Just swallow that frog ASAP. That hard conversation, that mundane task that you just like do not want to do. Swallow the frog, because when you have those combos, when you get that task done, you feel so much better and you're so much more productive because you don't have that weight on you, and it clears up your mind space and frees up capacity in order for you to be able to perform at a higher level. It's almost as if like, an athlete, right? If you're training with weights on your ankles and then all of a sudden it's game day and you take those weights off, you feel you're running faster, you're jumping higher, you're moving slicker, right? Because you built up that strength and like doing that task. Having that hard conversation, just getting that negotiation finalized. It's like taking those weights off, and then you're back in the game stronger than you were before. And that's one of the things that I know for myself, especially when it comes to those mundane tasks, the admin stuff, that like it never fails, dude. When I do the thing, I feel so much better.
Yep.
I got a lot of things I need to do, and I'm even thinking right now, like, dude, I hate to do it, but I'm even considering like taking like a day off, maybe 2, to just knock out a bunch of stuff that I need to get done that would fall into that admin.
We should do every Friday.
Yeah, every Friday, but also Friday. Too like even like personal, like my household stuff, bro. I got like so much stuff I need to organize and kind of get hammered out. Dude, I gotta get my backyard looking fresh again. It is big, and it's nice. We have barbecues and stuff, bro.
Just do it, and then
summer's
coming.
Like
when you take care of it, organize your space, like your area, like even your car too, like your car, your home,
everything,
your office,
bro. I used to be so good with that stuff.
When you declutter the things outside of your life, like that's a reflection of your internal world too.
Everything, bro.
Right, declutter, and that's gonna open up more space for you, and then you're gonna have way more bandwidth to like focus on other things. Like the admin work, taking care of that, finishing it, getting organized, creating structure systems.
It's so easy, bro.
It is easy, but we hate doing it. It's boring, but it's
like
it's
you said systems. Like having the systems and having that structure is critical because it keeps you on track.
Like it's so simple too, really simple. Like when I talk about systems and structure, it's just creating a game plan for yourself every single day, creating like a high priority list and tackling that, and then admin work later, right? And doing that every single day. But where we mess up is there are days where we don't want to do it, and it just adds up. It starts piling up, and it gets harder and harder.
Dude,
right? But
like you're like reading my mail, like more so on like my household stuff.
Yeah,
that
like
I gotta get done.
What is simple to do is also simple not to do.
What so like if you could break it down in a digestible plan of action, right?
Yeah.
For anyone who's out there, who like myself, even for me, right? So say for example, I have a handful of things I got to take care of in my household that I consider admin stuff. What would be a good plan of action? Like, what would be the first step to take in order to, get moving forward with things in a project or projects that seem so like daunting that I'm
Yeah.
just avoiding?
Go on your laptop, sit down, create like a Word document, write down topic, all the tasks I need to do, right? And then put bullet points, write down everything, and just don't worry about like numbering it just yet. Just write down everything that you need to do so you can see it. And then from there, you look at it, you look at, okay, what needs to be done or what is going to move the needle
Like
the
high
most in my life.
priority.
Yeah. Like biggest, you can use the biggest needle mover
Or
like
like, what's that
strategy.
biggest gorilla on your back?
Yeah. What's the biggest gorilla? That's right.
Man.
Pick that and then like choose the ones that you can do right away as well. Like choose those, knock it out. And then next, knock those out. Next, knock those out. Next, knock those out. Sending for
Yeah.
your business too. Boom, 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 knock it
Yeah.
out. The main thing is just taking the action. Like first, you have to know what you got to do first, and then you do it. Right? If you don't write it down, it's gonna be messy. It's gonna be all over the place, and then your mind is gonna be like going everywhere
Yeah.
in multiple directions at once, and you're gonna get overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Right? But if you create a system, a structure for yourself, you organize your thoughts. You're like, okay, you're less overwhelmed. You're more calm and you know exactly what to do. Right? For me, I still get overwhelmed every single day,
Yeah.
but what I do after I go home from work, I write down everything I
Debrief.
gotta do. I just write it down, and I'm like, okay, that's what I gotta do. Boom, I just do it. Easy.
Man.
Easy.
Yeah.
Same thing for like morning routines, night routines, right? Like following your calendar, like putting tasks in your calendar and just following it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, routines are important. I think routines are important. You know what? And it's helpful to put them down, write them down. I think it's
And
necessary, needful in business.
you could create like backup routines as well. In the event you wake up late one day, you have like backup routines.
Dang, a routine for the routine
Yeah. You
when
have
you
like
can't handle the routine.
you have like it's like a routine.
Like a plan B.
Yeah, plan B.
Yeah, like a plan, like a shortened routine. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
because there's some things that you won't be able to get done when you wake up late or running late, or you have change of plans, and also too, like, I think it helps when you when you have plans and when you have a routine. It's almost like you're setting a goal, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're setting a goal that you're going
Those
to
are goals.
accomplish these things.
Those are goals.
And when you accomplish these things, you feel accomplished.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that does something for you.
Those are called process goals.
Hmm.
Right? Like daily goals, process goals. Like you can have like long-term vision and you want to break it down. Like what's your 1 year goal? What's your monthly goal? What's your weekly goal? What's your daily goal?
Mm-hmm.
Daily goal are just a task you got to do to get you to where you want to be.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Which are the calls. You know, like every single day I have like a goal of making 150 dials.
Mm-hmm.
That's my biggest needle mover. If I know that if I do that, I'm reaching my daily goal, and then in reaching my daily goal, I'm going to reach my weekly goal and then the monthly goal.
Yeah.
It just adds up. But that's why you want to focus on the process. But in
Yeah.
order to do so, you have to like know what to focus on.
Yeah, exactly. You have to know
Yeah.
exactly what is going to get you to your goal, right? And so for us here as account executives, calling, hitting the phones,
Yeah.
making contacts, talking to people, getting out there and talking to people. But mundane task, got to get them done. But have fun doing it, because it doesn't have to be mundane.
Mm-hmm.
You can nerd out, you can enjoy it, figure out what helps you enjoy it. Is it listening to music? Like,
Mm-hmm.
what's the mood? What's the vibe? Are you working standing up? Are you sitting down? Like,
even like reward yourself too. Like let's say I'm doing a mundane task. Let's say I'm dialing for 8 hours per day, like straight. What I'll do, I'll dial for an hour, and then I'm like, okay, after I have a goal within my 8 hour period. Every hour is a goal, right?
mm-hmm.
The first hour, okay, I reached that goal. I get to do 10 push-ups. I get to like stretch. I get to go for a quick 5-minute walk. I get to do breath work, like small, like have small rewards for
Small
yourself
little
when you reach your
rewards,
goal,
yeah.
and that's going to like help you want to keep going. Because
I was thinking like a Twix for, and then like a little,
not a Twix. So
little,
you want to
little
have
snack.
rewards for yourself that are, you don't want to punish
I'm
yourself.
just playing, yeah.
All right, you want to have, but that's reality as well for a lot of people. They
Sure.
reward themselves with like
Poison.
junk food, poison.
I'm gonna go get a Coca-Cola now.
Doom scrolling, But why not reward yourself with things that will help you improve in life?
Scrolling.
Yeah,
break
doom
that
scrolling.
down. I love that.
Doom scrolling is just like scrolling on your phone, like nonstop, getting dopamine hits.
It's the worst, bro.
And then what happens is you lose gray matter. What actually happens? That's called brain rotting. It actually
so basically, my brain's rotten.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's rotting.
Doom scrolling.
But you can also do like a dopamine detox too.
I'm gonna have to do. How do you do that? Just get rid of the phone.
Just don't go on social media.
Don't doom scroll.
Like only go on social media if you're posting things for business.
Yeah,
like,
and that's what I usually do most of the time.
Get out there more.
Except when I can't sleep.
Yeah, go outside, talk to people at night, read a book, whatever. Listen to a podcast.
Yeah, reading the book, listen to podcasts. I'll put on like frequencies.
Yeah, frequencies is good too.
I'll put on
like
frequencies.
432 hertz, 432. 534, 917.
Yeah, how do you remember all these, bro?
I'll play
1738.
No, not that. That's alcohol. 1776.
1776.
Yep.
Oh man, that's funny, dude. Routines, bro.
Helpful?
Yeah. I think I think so. I think that's good, man. That helps me because I do need to do that, and it's like all these things, all these behaviors. It's like when you get older, sometimes you just kind of let them go a little bit, but you can pick them up anytime.
Gabe, even though he doesn't have much structured routines, he's still getting a lot of shit done. Like he's closing deals, making money. Like this guy grinds like crazy. I'm pretty sure that's a lot of you guys as well. But imagine having structure now.
Yeah, I know.
Like giving that chaos structure.
I need an assistant. I don't know, buddy.
We don't need one yet.
Just yet. I don't need him. Yeah.
Right. You want to do it first, and so you can teach your assistant.
Leave the gun.
Yep.
Thick of the cannoli. Watching Godfather last night. Cannoli sounds good.
It does sound good.
Sounds really good, man. I remember when I used to live in Lake Forest. There was a going from Rancho Santa Margarita to my place in Lake Forest. I forgot the streets, but there used to be this little Italian like bakery. They would have like gelato and fresh Italian pastries. It was so good, bro. Vito's. They shut down though, and then I moved, and that was the end of Vito's. I would go there like a few times a week. It was so good. It was when I was even skinnier and had a super fast metabolism.
Sounds fire.
I'd still skate a lot.
Sounds good. Bro. Food sounds good.
Food's great.
However,
bro.
We're gonna lock in after this. We're gonna make some phone calls, dial in, lock in, do some business.
Even though I want to lock in a burrito or something.
No burrito.
No burrito today,
all right,
bro.
If you guys enjoyed, let us know. Leave a like, comment, let us know what you think. Also, share with your friends if you guys gain value.
Yes.
And if you want to have a chance to be in a podcast or be a special guest, let us know. Reach out to us in the description below.
Yeah, comment, DM.
The bio above. Other than that, any last things you want to share?
Just have a killer day. I'm looking forward to eating that little granola bar on my desk.
Nutter butter. Shout out Matt.
Shout out Matt.
All right.
Shout out Matt.
Guys. That was episode 31. Stay tuned for episode 32.
That's right.
See you guys soon.
Much love.